To be honest, I used to love satsang and the traditional non-duality that said consciousness was your true self. I loved sitting on this chair, flanked by photos of Ramana, pointing to awareness as the source of all. There had been such an explosive awakening and such bliss. I had found Satchitananda, and I loved pointing out ways to remove the seeming obstacles, like thoughts or imagined identity or feelings, that blocked a person realising their true self as awareness. I saw people as awake or not awake, and fully believed anyone who wasn't awake just needed to have their true self pointed out to them. I loved all the techniques that seemed to help everyone. I loved the sense of knowing, the sense of everything being made of awareness, everything appearing as awareness, how it was all emptiness yet full, how I was empty. My consciousness was empty and pure. It was an awareness I had, and my body and the world resided in awareness. And I wanted to point this out to the whole world. So I can't say I was that happy coming across the second type of non-duality, and all these dead people saying,
"Going in there? Watch out. You may not come out alive."
And I didn't like the non-duality store that offered nothing, and this horrible confronting button that I repeatedly pressed, trying to fathom how the I was an illusion. And while I was hooked by the paradoxes, I was tormented trying to solve the puzzle. Shoo! Shoo! Go away! You're not real! Oh, it's been nothing short of torture being in this room. It's a bit like being told that when liberation happens, everything looks orange, and you start squinting and looking. Maybe it's looking a bit pinkish today, maybe? Oh, how to get rid of this thing called consciousness. Impossible. In the same way it's impossible to get rid of a mirage.
What's that? Is it water on the road?
It's only a mirage.
I'm going to stand here staring at it until it's gone.
But it doesn't exist in the first place. It doesn't even exist anywhere on the planet.
No, I need to see it drop, and then I'll believe it's only a mirage.
But it's only there if it's looked at. And even then, it's not actually there.
Basically, I'd been doing this. Shoo! Shoo! To a consciousness that isn't there. Annoyingly, it's not until the illusory consciousness goes splat that it's recognised that it was never there, and that no one has a consciousness that needs to go splat, because this is it as it is. But to be honest, it's like the movie Bedazzled. Elliot wanted to be a big athlete to impress a girl. The devil granted him his wish and turned him into a hulking great big athlete, but with a tiny penis. So, yeah, the mirage of consciousness drops, and everything is revealed as nothing but love. But you've also received a lobotomy. You're probably not quite so keen now, are you? I want to tell you the secret about story, and the storyline that is so addictive it makes the illusion seem real. And this chart here is courtesy of Kurt Vonnegut. Take a look at this. The G up there is good fortune, something we all want. The I down here is ill fortune, what we don't like. And the B is for beginning of the storyline, and E the ending. And if we follow this white line, it follows a man, he gets into trouble, and then he manages to get out. And we love this storyline and read and watch it at the movies over and over. We love this simple theme. Now this yellow line here is the storyline we are most addicted to. A young girl, everything's gone to shit. Her mum's dead and her dad has remarried, and she now has a nasty stepmum and horrible sisters. So she starts down here where it's ill fortune, and everyone is invited to a party except for her. But then along comes a fairy godmother who gives her shoes and mascara and transportation. She goes to the ball and dances with the prince. But then the clock strikes 12 and she's down here. Luckily, after pootling along here for a while, the shoe fits and her life goes up here into the stratosphere of happiness. This is the story the me wants, And it exactly follows the storyline of seeking. We're down here, we're lost, we're wanting guidance. We meet a guru who gives practices, mantras, techniques and hope. Maybe we have a glimpse or we're just super happy because one of the techniques seems to be working, but then life happens. Down we go. The guru is saying work harder or clean your chakras or be in the moment to help you rise up, but it's not really working. We're stuck down here and desperately wanting oneness, to reach down and place the shoe on our foot so we can be catapulted up to here and eternal bliss and happiness and join the ranks of whoever we think is enlightened. But we think we are down here and we're comparing ourselves to someone who is way up there, Ramana or some guru who we think has made it. And we imagine we are stuck here trying to do something to reach the same understanding or reach oneness. And it's all happening in time and the clock is ticking. Even in the new and trendy non-duality world, we have an idea of a someone who no longer has a me, and we compare our me to their non-me. But what non-duality is really saying is this entire storyline is an illusion. There's no story, no you to follow this storyline, no shoe needs to be offered, there is no one anywhere, and that includes no authority anywhere, no someone out there with a dropped me who you need to be like. There's no one here, no you, no me, it's virgin, unknowable territory. This is how we walk. No past, as we know it dissolves straight away, and we walk into virgin territory with every apparent step. No one knows what's about to appear or disappear in the next moment, not even wholeness. So how could you possibly know? No one gets on the oneness plane. No one arrives anywhere. We never leave the tarmac. There is only this. No one arrives and goes, "Oh, excellent, all is wonderful." Instead it's, "Oh, this is oneness, even the bad crap." When this is seen, no one can offer you a fake trip to oneness. What you? And where else is there? Where could oneness be except for here? Oneness doesn't see where you've placed yourself on the storyline, because there is only this immediacy. Even if we were to follow the neuroscientist's discovery that we only become conscious of something after 7 seconds, a machine knows before we do what hand we'll raise, so the first steps are never consciously known anyhow. Consciousness turning up 7 seconds late is like Cinderella perpetually racing in late, in the wrong outfit, and always missing out on the ball. Not that consciousness is a thing, it seems to be an action, a separating action. Here's oneness, apparent seeing and hearing. Something happens. The clock is ticking. Cinderella turns up in 7 seconds and creates an illusory separation. Me and a panda. Thanks, Cinders. A fake separation where there is none. I was listening to a Sam Harris podcast and he said,
I've said many times before that consciousness is the one thing in this universe that can't be an illusion.
How odd. That is the one thing that is an illusion. The illusory cuts made by Cinderella here aren't real. There is already no Sam Harris. There is already no one, no matter how many times Cinderella races in late to separate oneness into illusory separate things. The fake journey starts with this illusory cut, creating a fake you and a finish line over there. How would the fake dividing and cutting action of consciousness, that cuts 7 seconds late and so is never present as a constant, hope to reach oneness? And since there is only oneness, it's such a naughty and misleading action on the part of oneness anyway. And oneness has no idea about the non-existent mirage of water appearing on the road, nor the non-existent mirage of a separate Noah appearing inside a human. From start to finish, this whole search has been nothing but a gloriously divine clusterfuck.